Hello Geminis, welcome to your love reading for August 2019 and welcome back to my channel, Lunacy Tarot. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications. I do love readings and pick-a cards each month. You can also follow me on Instagram at Lunasync. So as usual, I've already shuffled your cards and they are laid out here for you to see. This is a four-card draw unless additional cards fall out. And in the case of you, one additional card did actually fall out for you. So in the position of you, we have the Three of Swords and the Four of Wands. In the position of what your love connection is contributing to the connection in August, we have the Nine of Pentacles. In the position of the combined energy, we have the Six of Swords. And in the position of the outcome or what needs to be understood and integrated is the Page of Wands. So let's sync up here. Right off the bat, I see that there's some process of releasing the past that is taking place for you. Maybe there was some painful emotional experience that you had, or some anxieties that really affected your heart chakra that you are releasing and letting go of and moving forward around. The Four of Wands, I would say that I guess it could go either way. It could be that this heartache here that you're releasing had to do with this this connection in the past that brought you great emotional gratification and happiness. This is sometimes the marriage card. It indicates a marriage ceremony. And so it could be that you had a partnership in the past or a marriage in the past, some sort of connection in the past that brought you great gratification, a feeling of great stability, a feeling of great security, a sense of achievement and happiness that you are having to let go of or are in the process of letting go of. This thing in your past you are releasing. Or it could be that marriage, that this type of connection is very much on your mind. Sometimes the Four of Wands speaks to a ceremony that is imminent. So it's something to celebrate. It's a ritual. It's potentially a marriage. It's something that's very stable and secure. In this picture here, you see rabbits, which are a sign of fertility. There's a lot of abundance. It's very lush. It's very green. There's a family inside of these Four Wands, and then the number 4 is about stability and security. So it could be that very much on your mind in the present moment is a potential marriage, a potential partnership that deserves to be celebrated or ritualized in some way. So it could go both ways. It could be that this is speaking to this heartache, this past. It could be speaking to a past situation. This is the past situation that you're releasing. Or it could be that this is very much on your mind in the present moment. This is taking place today. And there needs to be some work, or you are working to release the past in order to move forward in a positive way with this happy, secure, stable connection. And then in the position of your love, the person that you're thinking about in August is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles really speaks to a person who's very independent, very confident. Your connection is very self-disciplined. They have created a stable foundation for themselves in their lives, and they are experiencing a great deal of comfort and wealth and abundance. They're surrounded by all of that. They're also really able to appreciate beauty, the natural beauty of their environment. They're very earthy. They're very creative. They're able to manifest. This is a person who is, again, just like the Four of Wands, very stable, very secure, has a very strong foundation, very independent, very confident. And then in the position of the combined energies is the Six of Swords. So this could speak to having some unfinished business, right? So there's this release that is happening, letting go of the past. It's like I just get the sense that somebody in this connection, either you or your partner, but probably you because you have the Three of Swords here, really is on this path of transition and on this path of release and letting go of some sort of relationship or some sort of pattern that just no longer serves you. It does seem, because these are both in the reverse, it does seem that you have identified what that is, you're aware of it, and you're working to let it go. It may take some time, because it shows up again here. It repeats. This is essentially a very similar message, the Three of Swords and the Six of Swords. It's like moving on, releasing, letting go, going through this period of transition, changing patterns, changing habits, changing, the way that you think about things. And then finally, in the position of what needs to be understood and integrated is the Page of Wands. I like this card here for you in terms of these two cards, this release and this letting go, because it speaks to having like a gift of energy. Like somebody comes in, look at the way the Page of Wands is looking at the Six of Swords. Somebody comes in with a gift of energy, like a creative spark or a spark of energy, some inspiration that might help you with like releasing this heavy stuff that you're working on letting go of. And it also speaks to possibility, right? It's very creative, it's very passionate, it's very fiery. I see that you know that there's this possibility on the horizon, right? And you feel inspired by it, and it's going to give you the charge or the jolt that you need to kind of like just like let this go. Move forward in this process of letting the past go. All right, let's pull some tarot of sexual magic. I want to know how your partner is viewing you. Whoa, something popped out right away. The Eight of Pentacles, another Pentacles card. I like this card very much. I pulled it before just recently. It speaks to having a very happy home life. There's a lot of abundance. 8 is about abundance. It's about infinity. It's like never-ending, abundance. In this situation or in this card, you see there's a man and a woman. The man is very much admiring this woman. He's just sort of like tracing her leg with a rose, and she is drinking coffee. It looks like it's in the morning, and they're just kind of, she's naked, and they're just kind of like, maybe they just made love and they're just sort of hanging out and just like waking up and drinking their coffee and starting their day really slow. But it speaks to like being very, very comfortable. I think this person is very comfortable with you, and I think he or she, because it could be either way, he or she admires you very much. It's very loving. It's very domestic. It's just really nice. I think that they are, they're really looking forward to having that home life with you, that sort of domestic connection, and that just the comfort of that. And that would speak to the Nine of Pentacles. This person is all about creating stability and comfort. This person probably has a really beautiful home because he or she loves to be surrounded by beautiful things. And that's how they feel about you. Let's see how you feel about them. How does Gemini feel about their love connection? How do they view their love connection in August? What's the chemistry like? Oh, I meant to say this is a different setup because I'm traveling. I forgot to say that at the beginning. So this is like a really bare bones setup here for the next few days. How does Gemini feel about their love connection in August? Yeah, I'm really curious about this thing that you're letting go of too, what it means. We have the Knight of Cups reversed, and Sorry, I don't mean to express disgust. But I swear, these two cards, in this suit, or in this deck, in the Tarot of Sexual Magic, these two cards really bug me. And I'm going to go ahead and read them. They're in reverse. I'm going to read the traditional meaning of them, and then we'll look at the imagery in the cards. The Knight of Cups is about, in the upright, it's about making a profession of love. It's about wearing your heart on your sleeve, right? In the reverse, it's about feeling confused about your feeling or your emotions. There's a sense of confusion. There's a sense of not coming forth necessarily with the way that you feel. So sort of hiding the way that you feel, or not necessarily hiding it, just feeling a little confused about your emotions, about the way that you feel. Not able to take action because of the confusion, right? In this card, we have this man who is, it looks like he's writing a letter, but he's also like sort of involved in or engaged in a fit of jealousy. And there are lovers behind him embracing under a full moon. So he's lost something, right? Maybe that's speaking to the Three of Wands here, or the Three of Swords. He's lost her, or she has lost him, whoever this is speaking to. He's lost his love and to someone else, and he is trying to find a way to get him or her back, and sort of failing, because he's realizing that no matter what it is that he writes, he or she, his love, is not going to return. They're gone, but he is still engaged in the struggle of like wanting to get them back, but it's sort of like a fruitless effort. So maybe that's the thing that you're letting go. Like you're sort of in that like push and pull mode of like, I want to let this go, but I can't. I want to let this go, but I can't. And it's like that struggle, right? When you know this person is not coming back to you, but you struggle to let them go. That's a really terrible feeling. And then we have the Four of Swords reversed. Honestly, I feel like I want to pull this card from the deck and never see it again, because it's just so weird, and I really kind of despise it. But maybe I just need to make friends with it, right? I don't know. The Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, both of these were reversed. The Four of Swords in the traditional tarot, oh, you can't even see that. So let me pull these down. It's out of the frame. The Four of Swords in the traditional tarot is a time of rejuvenation. Like somebody, well, it comes right after the Three of Swords. Somebody's been through some emotional, like, hell, and they need to rest and rejuvenate and heal. It's like in the traditional tarot, you'll see a soldier who is laying down in like a funereal setting. It's like they're in an emotional coma. They need to just like lay prone for quite some time in order to recover. It's a period of recovery. So the way that you feel about this connection, like this person here is thinking about you as if like, I can totally see a home life with this person. I can totally see, just the future, like living with this person and being very comfortable with this person, and this is what they want. They're sort of like way far in the future in the way that they think about you and your connection. You are still kind of in the past. You are still recovering from this emotional hardship, right? We have the Four of Swords reversed. Well, I mean, that speaks to coming out of this period, like this emotional coma, coming out of this emotional coma. This prone position, coming out of this prone position because it's in the reversed. And then the Knight of Cups, coming out of this push and pull state where you want somebody who's gone, essentially, and never coming back. Ouch. Gemini. That's hard. If this resonates with you, leave a comment below. I'm really curious. This could be read multiple ways, but there's some really strong messages coming through here in the Knight of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Four of Wands, the Six of Swords, and it's speaking to just like being in a recovery mode and also coming out of a time of hardship, emotional hardship, and letting go, releasing the past and letting go, and finally starting to realize that you need to move forward. You are involved with somebody who's very independent, very confident, so that's probably a good thing. Maybe they will give you the time and space that you need to heal. And then you have this spark of energy, right? This opportunity, this possibility, this inspiration that may help you just like get over the hump, get over, like finally, like you just need like a little bit of a push, like a little bit of a jolt to get you moving further beyond this this release that's happening. All right, let us quickly pull a medicine card and identify an approach for you as you move forward through this connection in August. Oh, we have Spider. Let's read about Spider. Okay. It's about creativity and weaving. The web of fate represents a wheel of life which does not include any alternatives or solutions. It is typically human to get caught in the polarity of good or bad fortune without realizing that we can change it at any time. You can change this at any time, the way you feel about it, the way you think about it. If we are not decisive enough about changing our lots in life, we may end up being consumed by our fears and limitations. Spider is the female energy of the creative force that weaves the beautiful designs of life. Her web has hundreds of intricate patterns which catch the morning dew. If Spider has dropped from her web into your cards today, she may be telling you to create, create, create. Look for new alternatives to your present impasse. She can also be warning you that you are coming close to an entangling situation. The most important message is that you are an infinite being. So number 8 is infinity, who will continue to weave the patterns of life and living throughout time. Do not fail to see the expansiveness of the eternal plan. Okay, Gemini, I think you have an opportunity to step forward through this entangled situation in a totally new way, and you have this gift of energy, this spark of inspiration, this creative passion here, which really is an offering. It's a gift of energy to you in the outcome that could help you to finally move beyond this emotional hardship and help you to release this thing so that you can continue to create your life in the way that you want to create it, right? Create, create, create. It's all about you. You decide how you feel. You decide what it is that you want. You decide what your life is like, and you shape and create your life. It's you. So, Gemini, I hope that resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment below. I'm wishing you the best in August. If you like this reading, hit the like button so it can circulate amongst others. Subscribe to my channel, click the bell for notifications, and follow me on Instagram at LunaSync. Wishing you a beautiful August. I know you can do this.